Okay, this video is going to be to show where the 5 ancient relics are in the Necropolis section under the Tower of Nicholas V. I just had the bulldozer cutscene, and so now we're starting in the new section of the map. Don't worry too much about this first one, because if you miss it, and I'm sure a lot of people did, including myself, when you come back around to the burial chamber after, this will be unblocked and you'll be able to get back in and backtrack to this spot. And I'll show that at the end of the video, just simply because that's where it is in order. But this is if you're getting it on your first time through. Okay, so right here, right in like the beginning part, right where you're supposed to go down into the water. So you can see there's water down there. Don't jump into the water. Instead, do the L2 or L, hold L, and get down to the very bottom of the whip that you can, and we're gonna swing into that little opening. Gonna swing and drop onto that ledge. And if you miss it, or if you like didn't even know to check here, or if you're coming, don't worry, you can backtrack for this one. Crouch. And I have high contrast on about 50 so that things are easier to see. So we are right here. Collect.
How long have you been here?
So I'm going to keep recording because the next one is pretty close. So check the description for timestamps if you just want to like skip to it. Slight detour to photograph Oceanus while I'm here.
Where's the exit?
Oceanus and his sons.
Okay.
Romans were fascinated with ancient Greece. I'll get us somewhere. Maybe through here.
Questo posto mi dà i brividi. Sta zitto e mettiti all'opera. Ci hanno mandati qui sotto per indagare. Dobbiamo capire cosa ha causato il crollo.
Forse sono stati i fantasmi dei papi morti.
Alright, there's
Sarebbe
2
molto originale.
that we're going to get rid of. But then you hear that water? It's back in there. Go check that out.
Strano quel suono.
Okay. So now we can't take a torch through here. Alright, need to go in there. Because the water's going to knock it out. But you see the blue back there? That's what we need to burn. So we need to get a lit torch back there. So we're going to go this way instead. And just so that you sort of know where you are. And I'll show it when we get the relic. So in this room right here, there's a hole in the wall. And hopefully you can see that. It looks a little washed out. I guess it's not too bad. So we're going to aim. We're going to throw the torch through. Now we can go through the water part. Now we can burn them. And the relic is right here. So there's the first 2. and we'll get out. And then
So strange.
there you go. That's how you get out. Okay, the last 3 are found at and after the 2-level room with a ton of fascists in it. As you go to exit, there's going to be another bust with a pressure point. Here's number 3. And then we're going to keep going because the next one isn't too far from here. Oh, I guess there's another bust right there. That's right. Continue on. Okay, so if you're tempted to go this way, don't. Because you'll be locked out of... You'll have to come back this way anyway. Because you won't be able to get up to this area. So it's important you ride it all the way up. Because you need the Nike statue. Which we're going to get a picture of while we're here. This is one of the field notes.
Goddess of victory.
And
Sure
then in
could
this
use you
room right
now.
here... It's in the back here. Ancient relic. And
You're
then
from
the
a long
last
time
one
ago.
is not far from here. So if you came through that hole in the wall, you'd be on the other side of this gate, and you wouldn't be able to get up to the Nike statue. Which is why it's important to take the whip all the way up. Because the hole's like right here. And you can't open that from the other side. So the third one's right in here. So if you come in here, you're going to want to take that bust. Don't do it because it'll close that door. So you want this bust right here. So that opens this door. And then it's in there. Now you can take that because you don't have to get out that way. And the last one is right here.
Another ancient artifact.
So then
Definitely
once I
not Roman.
clear the burial chamber, I'll show you how to backtrack to get that first one if you missed it. So it'll be right there. Okay, we are back in the burial chamber. So if you were like me and you missed the first one and you can't get to it from the water side because you can't get to it from the water side, when you're back in the burial chamber, I know I didn't clear those 2 out, so I'm going to be sort of sneaky. This has now been cleared out. This is now open. This is the starting area again. No, wrong button. Every time. And this will get you back to where you need to go to whip down and get that first one. So those are the 5 ancient relics in the Necropolis under Tower Nicholas V.